This is Maine Can Work, Section 6. I can find jobs just fine, but I have a hard time keeping them. We start with the story of from somebody who's decided to remain anonymous. It says, I'm a 34-year-old male, and for half my life I was institutionalized in a foster home shelter for correctional facility. I feel my learning disabilities, mental illness, and lack of support were contributing factors in part of my institutionalization. I've been trying for all my life to move forward with a positive attitude and live a normal life. Attend college and succeed at work. I encountered many failures along the way, and which created barriers to my success. I met with an employment specialist back in February of 2010. We started a conversation about job rehabilitation and stabilization. I have been experiencing job losses and could not understand why I was unable to achieve success. I was able to work with an employment specialist on this very issue. We started unraveling the lack of stable work history from some 15 jobs and looked at the details of each situation. My employment specialist was able to help me understand and put into perspective these experiences. After close evaluation by my employment specialist, I learned that the jobs I had been fired from were not good job matches, nor were they related to the career goal I'd been working towards. So then, too, I received discouragement from my peers who often led me to believe my failures were a symptom of an underlying issue. As my employment specialist and I worked through this discovery process, I learned in time that a resume could be built highlighting my skills and positive work experiences. With an employment specialist's help, we researched all the human service positions and found that there were some great opportunities that I had not heard of in the area where I lived. Although I proceeded with hesitation, I was able to be coached and guided to some very healthy and workable solutions, which led to a positive environment that was in line with my career goal. Once I truly thought there was a serious issue with me, the fear of failure was never addressed with other professionals I have worked with. My employment specialist took the time to change the negative into positive, while assisting in reframing past experiences, in which I felt others may have misguided me. Luckily, I kept a portfolio and several old resumes. We focused on the positive accomplishments and created a workable resume that reflects my career goal. We organized references, drafted cover letters, which highlighted my achievements. This all started to lead me in the direction of a healthy recovery and reflected my career goal. We organized references, drafted healthy recovery and the reflection of what was ideal for me. It also really helped me see what I actually accomplished, and the goals of becoming a social worker seemed very possible. Work has been not only a healthy step in the recovery, it was the basis of my recovery. It takes money to attend school. As I don't have any financial aid, there was a need to reclimb the social ladder, which every worker has had to get. There was a need to reacquire my license, so I need to be able to get the job. The pieces fell into place once I had someone to sort the issues and lay out the steps. It can sometimes be a challenge to keep a job. It shows real determination to go out and get a new job after you've just lost one. Something new is learned with each job experience, though. So, hold on, I'm going to find where it was. 20... here we are. Sorry about that. I printed on both sides, I got a little messed up. So, 28. You can learn a lot by looking over your work history. What jobs have you done really well, and what were your favorite jobs? What parts of your job do you enjoy? It's very, very important to have people in your life that you can turn to if you're having a stressful time. For example, case managers might provide help with learning social skills to help you get along better with people. Try to see if your job ending as a fresh start, not the end of the world. It is possible where you were at the wrong job, you should look for a new career path. Or maybe you were in the right career, but the wrong place. So So you might be successful in a different environment. The more you know about a new job, the better you can decide if it will be a good fit for you, and how to prepare yourself to work there. Consider jobs that support your recovery. So some suggestions for this is getting support. After you have a job, if ongoing support is needed, you can go to DHHS. There are also resources for talking to peers about it. So there's the Intentional Warm Climb, peer centers, and social clubs. The Federal Office of Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services has some great resources about employment and recovery. And as the other sections had too, this one has some discussion topics. So, number 1, how will you make sure your work is done on time and done well? What support from others would be necessary or helpful to assist you with day-to-day job success? What specific actions do you need to take to support your overall health and wellness? If you are struggling with symptoms or in a period of crisis, how will you get the support you need? Who can best provide each support service you have identified as important to your success? How frequently do you think these support services may be needed? And if you need to take a sick day or even request a leave of absence due to your mental or physical health, what would you do? So, answering those questions would be helpful. For me, it was a matter of the Clubhouse. Clubhouse isn't right for everyone, unfortunately, but I think it can be very, very helpful, especially if you're in this position, because of the different support systems they have. And it's all based off you. It's you are in the driver's seat. Together Place in Bangor, Maine, started doing some groups around work. They have their own Maine Can work specialists, and they've done groups there. I've also seen peer support there. The Career Center is always a great place to start and thinking about it and be like, hey, like if you show them your work history, be like, this is my problem, but I don't know how to solve it. They might give you some suggestions, researching online. Internet can be a useful tool on finding some different things out. So that's it for this video. And then the next is section 7. I have worked or am working, but I want more than this kind of job. And then we're going to summarize this section. After summarizing this section, after section 7 and summarizing it, I'm going to get into the nitty-gritty on the work incentives and exactly how it can benefit you, like what can benefit you, what the rules are for SSI work incentives as far as Maine Can, and that sort of thing. So